Shalom, shalom. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kahakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the elect of the scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that is pushing his sword in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. Once again, the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, who the world ignorantly called God, and Yahweh, right? And his only begotten Son, name is Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, among other names, right? So, this is just going to be a quick video going into to to the destruction and the hell that is to come, on the men of the Lord, basically dealing with the men of the Lord, those that preach and teach His word in sincerity and in truth, right? So we get the precept I want to go into. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. All right, because this chapter, right? Revelation, the word revelation means to reveal, right? So the apostle John, is getting a revelation. It is being revealed to John, things that should happen, to the men of the Lord in the latter days, right? Going into Jacob's trouble, going into the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole earth to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? And then is when also the men of the Lord faith, is going to be tested, right? But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the men of the Lord, they're going to make it the true men of the Lord, right? And I'm going to some examples of things that happened in the past, right? And they're going to be the video, right? So this is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer," right? Because in order for you to get to the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you got to go through suffering, right? The kingdom is not just given to you just so. You got to pass the narrow path, right? Pass the fire on the one side and water on the other. So difficult so that one man could go through at the time. At the time. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." Right? And who's the devil? It's talking about, Esau Edom. Right? And these other nations that is aligned, with him also. Right? Devil shall cast some of you into prison because these other nations gonna be considered as what Esau, gonna be considered as Esau minions, Esau puppets. That's right. So he can even use these other nations, to cast some of us into prison. Right? It says that ye may be tried. Right? And there's it. Is a trying of a faith. is your test, your last test. The 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 MOTB, in that time is your last test that you're gonna go through, right? To see if you're worthy, of being, partakers in the first resurrection, right? See if you be worthy to escape, the second death, right? It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, right? And it doesn't mean just literally 10 days. It's just making reference to a period of time, right? Be thou faithful unto death, right? And hey, this you got to remember as we prepare to to head into these times, because this is something that is, fastly approaching, right around the corner. So you got to make up your mind to be to be to be faithful unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unto death, right? Just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Because this system that Esau is about to set up, through his digital currency, through the MOTB, is nothing but for another idol, right? It's nothing but the other idol being set up. So the time will come when the Most High can try you, and you have to be faithful to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unto death, right? It says, but unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, right? So hey, you be faithful unto death, and the Most High can give you a crown of life. Starting with what? Starting with you being delivered. First and foremost, you making it into the chariots, and also, receiving the new bodies, right? Everlasting life, being in the kingdom, reigning with Yahushai, putting these heathens in the right place, bringing back the earth to the paradise that it was before. These devil made a mess of it. Setting this place in order. Having everlasting life, right? So it said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, right? So as I said, I'm going to example whereby, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, was faithful to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unto death. And likewise we should be, in the same spirit, because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego represent what? The elect, of the nation of Israel. Those that can receive mercy. Because in order for you to receive mercy, you have to be faithful to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, even unto death. Right, so this is the book of Daniel, chapter 3. Daniel chapter 3, and started at verse 14. It says, Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my idols, and nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Right? And as I said before, this MOTB, this mark is nothing but the idol, right? That is set up, right? So hey, on a spiritual sense, look at um Nebuchadnezzar as this system, that you know as the ruler of this system that is about to set up, right? And look at the MOTB as the idol, right? And look at yourself as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, being faithful and true to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unto death, right? And it says, verse 15, and now if ye be ready, that at the time ye hear the song of the cornet, the flutes, harps, the sackbut, psaltery, and clamor, and all the kinds of music, ye fell down and worshipped the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And and who is the God that will deliver you out of my hand? Right? So hey, who gonna deliver us, any time to come out of Esau's hand? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? As I read in Revelation, it says Yahweh Shai. Right? Be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. So even if Esau Edom, put you to death, you're still in the hands of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said that Yahweh Shai had the keys to life and death. So even if you be put to death, Yahweh Shai is gonna bring you back. You're gonna be the force in the chariots, receiving salvation once you die in this truth. Right? Verse 16. Now Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hands, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not worship thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Right? And this is the mindset, that we should be in. This is mindset that we should prepare prepare our mind for, to hold out, unto death. Even if the Most High, you know, because the Most High said it, some of us gonna be martyrs, right? Some of us will be martyrs. So even if you be put to death, you know, you can still make it, right? So this is the mindset you have to be in. Whether the Most High deliver you or deliver you not, you still be faithful to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and don't, bow to the image, right? To the idol. He says, then Nebuchadnezzar, filled with fury, and the fury of his vengeance, his vesture was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Wherefore he spoke and commanded that they should heat the furnace 1 and 7 times more than it was to be hotter. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bound Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their horns and their hats and the other garments, and were cast in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king commanded was urgent, and the fire exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew the men which took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spoke and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they had no hurt, and the fourth of them is like unto the Son of Man. It's like unto the Son of Yahweh, right? And this Yahweh Shai with us, Yahweh Shai with his elect, as he said in the book of John, I shall not leave you, nor forsake you. Right, so hey, this one example with being faithful, unto death. And these men they were delivered, but they had the mindset that whether they be delivered or not, this is it. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai be the praise and the glory. Alright, so let me get a next example. the book of Acts, chapter 21, and verse 11. Right now, this is the Apostle Paul. Right? This is Acts chapter 21, and verse 11. It says, "And when he was come unto us, he took Paul's garment and bound his own hand and feet, and said, Thus said the Holy Spirit, so shall the Jews at Jerusalem bound the man that owned this girdle, and shall deliver him into the hands of the Gentiles." Right? So this guy receive a vision, right? That the man that owned his garment, when he go up to Jerusalem, he can be bound, right? And deliver into the hands of the Gentiles. Because why the Gentiles is talking about what the other nations that was in power at the time. Right? It says, and when he heard those things, both we and they that were at peace besought him not to go up to Jerusalem. Right? And he's talking to the Apostle Paul. Tell you, don't go up to Jerusalem. But the mindset that Apostle Paul was in, the same mindset that we should be in, in these latter days. Right? It says, verse 13, "Then Paul answered, What mean ye to weep and to break my heart? For I am ready not only to be bound, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of our Lord Yahushua." Right? So likewise we in the same manner, in these times, should pray and ask Yahweh Yahushua to put us, in this same spirit. Right? Not only ready to be cast into prison, but also ready to die for the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, "And when he would not be persuaded, they cease, saying, The will of the Lord be done." And this you got to remember, the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, will be done. Right? So there was the point, that the will of the Most High also will be done. Right? So if the will of the Most High that he deliver you at the time, or that you be a martyr, it scripture said in 2 Maccabees, it is be good to be put to death by men, by wicked men. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai can raise you up, anyway. Right? The next precept, then we're gonna close it out. This is on the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 16. It says, "And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall be caused to be put to death." Right? So some of us, will be put to death. Because what is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai? It says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall none of the hair of your head perish. For in your patience ye possess your soul." Right? So, hey, some of us gonna be put to death. But hey, we're not gonna perish. How about Shemir Shai have the power to raise us up back again. Right? So let me see. I'm on the next precept. So same Luke. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 4. It says, "And I say unto you, my friends," Yahushua speaking. It says, "Be not afraid of them that kill it the body, and after that they have no more." Let me read it back. It says, "And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them which kill it the body, and after that have no more that they can do." No say, there's no more Esau could do other than put you to death. Right? It says, verse 5, "But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him which is able to kill." It says, fear him which after he had killed his power to cast into hell. Yea, I say, you fear him. And who's he talking about? He's talking about Yahweh. Right? So fear him which could kill both soul and body in hell. Right? So don't fear Esau and the minions and the things that that he coming with. Your fear should be towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? This is the book of James chapter 1 and verse 12. It says, Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life, and the Lord, which the Lord had promised to them that love him." Right? So let me just go back to the starting precept. Revelation 2 and verse 10. Read it back one more time. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So I guess the point was made. Just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadosh. Prakate Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me for doing this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of TMS Great Millstone, who taught us this truth, taught us well. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadosh. Shalom. Till next time.